right. Anyway, we ain't get a road march news yet out of Tinty. Ain't get on nothing yet. Or says who win, who lost. No. We ain't get it yet, no?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, so later on today we might get it.
We normally get there, what, around 10 o'clock? 10, 11?
Yeah, around there. Last story I read says it's between
There is a tight.
and Monk and Voice.
No, boy, see,
If it type,
I
Masha
would-
got it, boy.
I was on that song, boy.
If
That song
anybody
was
winning
slow.
50-50s.
It was too slow.
I mean, if road march is important, and it evidently is in Trinidad, then it's probably better for the country for Marshall to win it.
How you cover that?
How you come up with?
How you match that one?
How
up?
you deduce that?
Because how? because Marshall is the face of Carnival. He's the global face of Carnival. Yeah, but I'm not sure they're ready for that yet.
I mean,
That's possibly why Voice is so close to it.
I'm the voice. I'm the voice.
No, but if you're the powers in Trinidad,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
Marshall is still the global face of Carnival, right? Not just Soko, of Carnival,
Yes.
right? So, at least in the English-speaking world, yeah. Let me correct
Brazil
that.
is.
At least in the English-speaking world, right?
So another face can be that face.
Not to say another face can't be,
not
but,
just
but,
English speaking. It's more than that because
Well, it's primarily English.
I think that
he's
Caribbean-
not big in Brazil.
No, but I think that Caribbean carnivals have managed to expand wider than the Brazilian. As
No,
in
but they've
country to
expanded in
country.
English-speaking markets.
It's big in Germany.
Yeah, relative. I mean,
The
what
one-
do you mean big in Germany? Not really.
as in when I say big, the culture of it has grown.
It's
I
grown,
see-
but it's not.
I
it's
see
not-
more of it than I do of
It's not
Brazil
dominant.
carnival. Anyway, this is not what we were talking about.
Anyway, gang denial.
Oh,
Are we living in gang denial?
I feel so.
Do we have gangs or not?
I feel so too. What? So what you call? Okay. So if we saying if for those who are saying right, we do have gangs. What you call a group of people running into an establishment and beating up on somebody, and then that same group of people now they gone elsewhere. You say into a minivan and into a community.
I'm not sure that's a gang.
Okay, what is that?
Well, it could be schoolboys fighting. It could be inter-school rivalry. It could be, what I mean? I don't necessarily associate that with a gang.
Okay.
Do they have criminal
Do you?
intent? Like, is that their jobs?
If
Are that their jobs?
if you picking up things and lashing people with it,
No,
then that could
as
be
in
anything.
like their day to day.
Oh well, that part I wouldn't know.
That's
I
that's
wouldn't-
that's
I
where I
wouldn't.
think.
No,
it
but
gets
from what
funny.
you're saying
so-
there's no. I didn't see any attempt to extort the business.
Oh,
they
so
were
that's how we
in.
classifying the gangs. If you
Yeah, it didn't seem to have any criminal intent. It seemed to be they were fighting.
okay, so that's
I don't think fighting in itself is
exclusive from
It's
being a
gang.
or
Okay,
is gang
okay,
Yeah.
or is even criminal.
all right, okay.
I think it's criminal.
Criminal is in that it's a crime, but is it like
I know what you mean. I think, for instance, like gangs. When I think about gang, I think of the Bloods, the Crips, the Rastas Muslim thing that used to exist in Trinidad,
Rasta City and all
which
that.
has now evolved into 6 and
6
7.
and 7.
okay?
Um,
According to AI, seems like the important part is an engaged. So they have shared identity, claim to blah blah blah, and engage in a pattern of criminal or violent activity for money, power, or protection. I don't think just fighting falls into that category.
the power and protection part, I think, becomes fuzzy for us. I don't think they're doing it for money.
Yeah.
Power and protection.
I can see the power.
I could see the protection as well.
But we're on this ongoing thing that whether there are gangs in St. Vincent. We see people claiming 6. We see people claiming 7.
Do they really know what they're claiming?
We see political parties even using gang signs or what we have typically been associated with gang signs. Yeah. Some people still denying there's gangs. I think it's a bit far fetched to say we don't have gangs. We
I
have
think-
criminal groupings in St. Vincent.
I think when individuals are tagging walls and communities with 6 and 7, tagging a wall is essentially a turf thing.
Yeah, or is it just graffiti?
It becomes a turf thing.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a lot of follow fashion in that kind of thing.
Yeah, but the follow fashion becomes.
I don't think it's them saying we own this area.
the follow fashion becomes.
The businesses in this area pay us.
It evolves
You
into.
can't come into this area.
It evolves into gang culture, or evolves from gang culture.
Does it?
Yeah.
Graffiti?
Depends on what you're putting up.
Tagging.
That's what I'm saying.
Tagging used to be like a group thing, you know, an artist expression.
What they're putting up is not artistic expression. Is my point. If I put on a wall, Crip.
All right, but
Right?
if you see a 14-year-old doing that, is he a gang member or is he just following fashion?
In the US, the most gang members start
Are
at
youth,
14,
yeah, are
15.
young,
Yeah. So yeah, I would say yes.
So you're saying that is a sign of gangs?
Yeah.
All right. What do you think, Chris?
I believe it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So
It's
when you see
obviously
that,
there.
you know
Yeah.
that is a 6 area for the sake of argument.
Yeah.
If there are no gangs, where's the gun violence coming from?
Well, I would talk more about that.
Like, where's
I would
it
talk
coming
more
from?
about that. I would talk about, you know, drug structures and that kind of thing.
How can we deny that is there? We
Yeah.
think it's just oh boy.
When one group are going into another neighborhood to shoot people and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are no gangs. Why do you have SSU?
As it relates to gangs, I think what happens is that we are living in a state of denial,
And I think
and we
the fact
don't
that
want to
we're using
fess
the
up to
word
it. That we
or
there is
looking at the term gang from a American or
Yeah.
a larger country standpoint is wrong.
We have our own version of it.
we have our own exactly. So when we stay here and we mix and matching our gang culture with Trinidad and Trinidad or with America, like you just said,
Just because we call them bad man doesn't mean that they're not
and
gangsters.
not gangsters,
Yeah.
correct?
I mean,
But you just
it's
shoot
an
me down.
interchangeable term.
You shoot me down, so I take my shoot
And
down.
because they don't have they don't necessarily have a name.
Or wear colors, specific colors.
Exactly, doesn't mean that.
Because
they're not
I heard
gang.
the former PM talking about, well, you know, people could leave they can't be a gang because people could leave the
Leave.
group without any reprisals. But that's not necessarily our culture, is it?
Right.
Exactly, we handle it differently,
Right.
and that is what I'm saying.
Maybe we're not as murderous as other guys.
As other gangs, but they are gangs,
Or murderous to our own.
Yeah.
right? And they are gangs.
And some will tell you that some of what you're seeing is actually the splintering of groups
Right.
over time.
Yeah.
So this group used to be together with this one, and then over time there was a split for whatever reason,
Right.
and they became murderous.
But how could we be in such denial and we seeing it?
What's the benefit of us saying that we don't have gangs?
I don't see any benefit.
Maybe the
Who does that aid?
outsiders coming in, maybe I don't know. But
I think maybe it's just
Outsiders
to-
look at murder rates.
I think it's to a,
They don't look at whether you have 6 gangs, 7 gangs, 10 gangs, whatever it is, right?
I think it's an attempt to appease the public. I know it's not as bad as you think it is. But the reality is we see what we see.
But why would the former PM now need to appease the
Because he was the
public?
Minister of National Security.
So this is like a legacy thing.
Yeah, you know.
if they happen under my watch,
Right. So if they ever did become gangs,
if they happen under my watch,
During my
Under your
time,
watch.
it wasn't
It
gangs.
never happened under my watch.
maybe, yeah. I mean, to me, it's important that we recognize who gangs are, who the members are, because it's the only way police could put the correct infrastructure in place to deal with them, right?
I told a young parent the other day because the kid was putting up this 6 thing, and I'm like, I wouldn't let my kid do that, if I had a kid. And they said, it's a child. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a little more than that, but I mean, I know it doesn't mean anything to
But
them.
the political party did it. Huh?
The political party did it, and they still try to this day to say that it was just the number 6. But culturally in the Caribbean, we all know what it is right now.
Yeah, there's no getting away from
There's
it.
no getting away from it. If I'm teaching my kid how to count on their hands and we reach to the number 6, I'm gonna do this. You know, you put up 5 fingers
Yeah.
on this one and,
Yeah.
and the other one here.
Yeah. Traditionally, that's what it was.
That's
right?
what it was.
That's what it
6,
was from ever
7,
since I was a boy.
We were never
9,
doing this.
10. You know?
We were never doing
Yeah.
this as no 6.
Nah, you never did. You never
Never
did
did this.
10 like
As a
that.
matter
Right?
of fact,
And
back in the day,
what's your
this
thought?
would have just been okay.
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 Yeah, this would have just been okay.
Everything good?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check that comment.
What does it say, Christopher?
Why are we witnessing the
No, not way. We are.
We are
Oh,
witnessing the embryonic
Yeah.
stage of a gang culture. This is
Chris is in
exactly where it
denial.
should be stopped, or 10 years down the road, we'll be having a different conversation.
Yeah.
Well, we've been saying that for about 10 years. Huh?
So here we are.
Yeah.
We've arrived. Chris is also in denial. Chris needs glasses. Chris can't see all the way over there anymore, you know.
Somebody else says the commissioner of police said that there are not any gangs to
Got a picture,
appease
yeah.
his master.
I that part I agree.
Yeah, but the ACP in charge of crime
Yeah.
says that they're gangs.
So that means somebody know what they're doing.
Well,
Huh?
is
Huh?
is ACP Bill? He's in charge of crime.
He's
In charge of
he's in that was the handle in charge
Yeah.
of crime, yeah.
something. I think.
So that means somebody know what
But
they're doing.
he had said that there were gangs.
he said so.
yeah, he said
Yeah.
that.
But the one above him said, nah.
By the strict definition of the term. Well, then we have our own version of it.
Yeah, so he shouldn't be there at all. I don't know.
So what are we calling them then?
Hmm?
If they're not gangs,
let me
what are they?
let me tell you what let me give you the correct name for them.
Loose,
Loose associations.
No.
Loose
Let me get-
associations.
familial
No man. Let me
gatherings,
get- Mm,
With-
dum.
occasional criminal intent.
What we have is a certain fluidity of associational groupings.
Also known as
Gangs.
Yeah.
come on, man.
Why? Look, I tell you, associational groupings of a certain fluidity.
Why? I just don't understand. What's our need to deny what we all see? What's the benefit of it?
Like Jagger said, to appease the people.
Young people on a daily basis navigate around these things, right? They know what it is. They know which group is doing what. They know where they do it. They know, you know what I mean?
Man, I would
People
Jagger
know who
appease
to
the
mess with, who not to mess with, who to stay far from.
Yo, when we have these high instances of crime, like when you get like continuous murders, politicians knew who to go to talk to make it stop.
But you said you had a meeting.
Like some might say they were the heads.
Yeah, you said you had a meeting. So you had a meeting.
So if you know
Yeah.
who to go to make
Yeah.
it stop,
Yeah,
like
But they used to go on boss and say, well, we had a meeting with
yeah.
whomever. So we're telling me about the associational groupings of
So
with
they were
certain
head of
fluidity.
what?
Associational
They-
groupings
they-
with
what,
certain
what do they call
fluidity.
them in Trinidad? They call them
community leaders.
community leaders.
Community leaders.
Crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy. But hey, it is a certain, I'm gonna get it right again. Associational grouping of people of a certain fluidity.
We're gonna start seeing kids tagging walls with AG.
Yeah.
Associational
groupings.
Yeah.